So here's your step-by-step. If your goal is single inspector, great. If your goal is single inspector plus an assistant, if your goal is to be one team or two teams or multiple teams, if you're an inspector that has 1 to 2 other inspectors working for you, you're still an inspector. You'll see how I've noted that appropriately. If you're 3 to 7 inspectors, you are caught in a really tough spot. All right? Anybody in 3 to 7 inspector land regretting it right now? Keep your hands up. Here's what we find, and I just had kind of a platinum meeting with all my salespeople. Well, really my regional managers, not all of the salespeople, because I wouldn't want to have a meeting with all of them. You can't effectively manage more than 7 people. You know, today we're responding to text, we're responding to emails. And many of you email me, I get an email to you right back. I have 57 associates all in all, and I had someone quit like 3-4 months ago that came to me and said, you know, you don't give me any of your time. I'm like, if that's your requirement, then, you know, we're done. You know, you need to talk to your manager about these issues. I can't be that guy. If 57 people try to have a conversation with you every day, you're done. And as an inspector, if you have 3 to 7 people, that is the, and I should have said 4 to 7, by the way. That's the spot where you make not as much money as some of the guys that have 1 to 2 or tops 3. And you have higher liability than the other ones. And I'm not the liability, you know, guy. I often say publicly that inspections carry very low liability, and I'm correct about that. But of the low, the worst is those guys, because you don't have the resources for a manager, and you don't have the big checkbook that I put 8 to 50 inspectors. I don't know anybody with 50 in the room yet, but we'll get there. You know, they can write a check. They don't want an E&O claim. So whatever your goal is, whatever your lifestyle associated with this is, you know, you kind of have to choose it on the front end. You're either going to be a single inspector, you're going to figure out all your USPs, you're going to figure out all the ways to demolish your competition, and you're going to make it tops, let's say, $150,000, $175,000 a year if you're awesome and busy, by the way, and will not have any knees to walk around in your old age. Or you can go single inspector plus assistant, make a little bit more, and you know, you just go down the line, and at the end you can make a ton of money. Take those number of inspectors, whatever that comes out to, take it times 300 to 600. I would prefer you take it times 600. If you're taking it times 300, thinking one inspector can do 300 inspections a year, then you need help from this group and people here on your processes to, well, really limit your inspection time. Second thing is to scope out the competition. Now, a lot of inspectors like to say, and they like to pump up their chest at ASHI chapter meetings and local board meetings and say, oh yeah, I don't leave my house for less than $500. Well, yeah, and 4 days a week you're sitting at home being paid exactly what you're worth. Congratulations, I'm glad it makes you feel good.